In January, the American Retirement Association was perusing the text of the recently passed Secure Act 2.0 when they discovered a glitch that, if not rectified, would eliminate the 401k catch-up provision, pre-tax or Roth, for plan participants over age 50 starting in 2024. Folks, this is not an insignificant mistake on the part of Congress. Remember, if you're over age 50, you can contribute $22,500 to your company plan, plus an additional catch-up of $7,500 for a total of $30,000 per year. Starting in 2024, that amount would revert back to $22,500. So the ARA immediately alerted the Treasury Department and the Joint Committee on Taxation to the issue, both of which acknowledge that there is, in fact, an error in the text of the legislation. The original intent of the legislation was to require that all catch-up contributions to defined contribution plans be made on a Roth basis, except for those made by individuals making $145,000 or less in wages. However, the omission of a subparagraph in Section 603 of the law effectively eliminated the ability of participants in 401k, 403b, and 457 plans to make catch-up contributions, whether Roth or pre-tax, beginning in 2024. Those familiar with the legislative process say that mistakes like these shouldn't surprise us. In a bill consisting of 130 pages, there are bound to be some drafting errors that create unintended consequences that need to be resolved. After all, Secure 2.0 itself included some technical corrections to the original Secure Act passed in 2019. But the question on everybody's mind is, can this technical error be fixed? If so, how soon? The short answer is, even if this was clearly an accident, it isn't always easy for Congress to rectify these types of mistakes. It would appear that there are three basic options moving forward. The first and most obvious way would be for Congress to simply enact legislation that fixes a glitch. In order for that to happen prior to 2024, it would have to hitch a ride on another bipartisan bill before the end of the year. The second way would be to appeal directly to the IRS for specific guidance on how to proceed in 2024. However, it is dubious as to whether the IRS actually has the regulatory authority to interpret the language of the bill in a way that reflects what was intended versus what was actually drafted. There is some precedent for the IRS not following the plain language of a law if it would lead to an absurd result or one that could not have possibly been intended. A third option would be for the 401k plan sponsors to simply follow what they believe to have been the intended meaning of the law. This works under the assumption that if the bill is not corrected in 2023, it eventually will be. For those who believe that we're in a rising tax rate environment, as I do, the 401k, specifically the Roth 401k, is one of the very best tools to build tax-free wealth in the face of those higher taxes. Once again, if you're married and over age 50, you and your spouse can still contribute $30,000 each for the year 2023. Combine that with a $15,000 combined contribution to your Roth IRAs, assuming your modified adjusted gross income is below $218,000, and that goes a long way towards building your tax-free nest egg. One of the reasons I love Roth IRAs of all stripes is that distributions do not count as provisional income. They do not count against the thresholds which cause Social Security taxation. So if you have tax-free income coming from Roth IRAs, Roth 401ks, and Roth conversions, you have a much higher likelihood of staying below the thresholds which cause Social Security taxation. And that increases the likelihood that you'll receive your Social Security 100% tax-free. If you want to learn more about how to shield your retirement savings from dramatically higher taxes, be sure to check out my tax-free toolkit. You can download it for free at taxfreetoolkit.com. If you're a financial professional and want to learn how to become a certified Power of Zero advisor, head over to powerofzero.com and opt into my free 3-part video series. By the way, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to drop them into the comment section below. I respond to every single one of them personally. And don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the bell so you never miss a video. This is David McKnight. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.